Enjoy the podcast.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
We're back!
Hi.
So, let's get this ball rolling. So, welcome to the Spill the Tea and Sam podcast.
Hi. So I was not ready for my cue.
It's fine.
I'm Sam. Hello.
So, yep, Tea, Sam. So basically, this is where we spill the tea on pop culture, dive into the comic world with Marvel and DC, as well as, if anime does come up, Sam's going to be the one to introduce all that.
We'll revive our childhood nostalgia with the magic of Disney and different shows and movies that we grew up with.
We'll have story times, we'll maybe play games down the line, and talk about all the things that's been going on and trending on social media.
So let's get started. What's first in our agenda today?
Well, because for the first episode that we actually did...
I know, I'm so happy with that one.
It was really cool. Like, I honestly loved the whole, vibe and everything. And
yeah, it was fun.
So, now... I know that I mentioned I wanted to get into a little bit with 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After.
Yes, you went so into it on the last episode that we had to cut it short.
Honestly, for real, I would have gone on. It would have been the whole episode talking about it.
It would have been the whole hour.
For real. So I'm gonna do my best not to do that, guys. I'm gonna try my best here. I'm going to just explain to you basically what's going on so far on Happily Ever After, because the main people that I really want to talk about is Gina and Jasmine.
Gino?
Jasmine. So, it's really funny because, as you know, Gino and Jasmine have been on the 90-day series for a while. I can't remember what season they're on. I would have to look it up. But basically, with Jasmine and Gino, they have been, everywhere in the different versions of 90 Day Fiancé. They've
been everywhere lately.
Yeah, before the 90 days, the 90 days... It's been 90 Days Happily Ever After. They went on the last resort.
How many things have they been on?
They've been on a lot. Honestly, to me, they are really, iconic. Kind of like Big Ed, how he's kind of just been, everywhere.
Yeah.
Those two really have been everywhere. So...
Sorry, side note, Big Ed looks like my boss's brother.
He does. He really does.
She didn't believe me till she was like, oh.
Right.
So I technically have a Big Ed at my job.
You did. That's actually really true.
It's funny, but continue. I'm so sorry.
No, listen, you're fine. You're totally fine. So, with now I'm still thinking about that.
I'm sorry.
I'm thinking of Big Ed. That is not what I wanted to be thinking about now.
I'm so sorry that I put that idea back into your head. I'm so sorry.
You don't understand. Big Ed was just so annoying on that show.
He was very annoying for sure.
Yeah, no offense, Big Ed. Now I feel once he was out of the relationship stuff, he was more tolerable.
I still remember the whole mayonnaise crap.
Bro, it made me not want to eat mayonnaise for a while. This man would put it in his hair. Yeah.
I couldn't watch that.
It was just wrong. When I tell you wrong, I truly mean just wrong. But anyways, so
back to Jasmine
and Gino. So the reason why I want to talk about them is because I find them out of the entire couple and cast, which I can go in, I guess, a little bit.
The more interesting one?
Yeah, for me personally. Because everybody else, it's kind of you have the same, I guess, OG people, I don't know if you remember Andre and Elizabeth. You told me you liked them.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so they're still around.
That's good.
Them... kind of, yeah. I mean, there's...
Oh, no. What happened? From the last time I seen them, what the hell happened?
So, basically, with them, Andre lost $72,000 of their money on a bad investment. They basically got robbed, and he never told Elizabeth. It was a whole thing.
No.
And he's been pushing for them to move to Moldova. Not even saying I think this is a good move for our family. He's saying this is what we're gonna do.
Oh no, he turned to that type of guy.
He's been that type of guy. It's just Elizabeth.
It's worsened.
He is definitely. He's kind of just showing who he's always been, but it's progressing.
Damn, and I was rooting for those two.
And Elizabeth just keeps making excuses for it. So now it's a whole drama between them. I don't know if you remember, what's the couple? Lauren and Alexi?
I vaguely remember Alexi.
Okay, yeah, like those two are kind of going at it. I don't know if you remember her. She was like OG, like season 1. Like she's been in 90 Day Fiance for a while. I could have swore it was season 1.
Maybe. Because I do remember Alexi.
Yeah, like those two, like I believe he's from Israel. Like
Yes.
yeah. So they got into it, and apparently because when they had a party, she talked about, from my again, this is me just trying to remember how the
How it
dynamic
went down. Yeah.
She basically got into it with Andre because Andre was the one pushing for moving. Lauren had a best friend there that was like basically defending Lauren when things kind of started to get really heated, which I just didn't think this conversation was appropriate. At the end of the day, that's between husband and wife. But even so, like, I think the friends were just kind of like worried about Elizabeth because Elizabeth keeps going back to the friends and then complaining about it, right? So,
Yeah.
long story short, like, the friend left, and it was like a whole thing where basically, because I don't know if you remember Jovi and Yara, they're a part of this too. They
I
were
remember
there.
Jovi and Yara.
Yeah, so when it was just those four together, they basically discussed how because they all agreed that they thought that Andre was a dick. That's basically what they said. Like, I'm going based on the context.
Okay.
That's what they said. So Elizabeth found out because Yara was the one who ran her mouth about it. And my thing is, I agree with Lauren in this case. You were agreeing as well that you thought Andre was a jerk as well. So it was like for you to go back to Elizabeth. Anyways, long story short, they got into it at Yara's party because she had a whole launch party for a business that she's trying to sell luxury dog accessories. Don't even get me started on that. But
I vaguely remember that clip, and then no one showed up. And she showed up, and then she was like the only one there, and she was stressing. She had that whole party thing. Am I confusing with another girl?
You might be confusing because I know they had like a little bit of struggles and issues beginning, but no, people showed up. It was just the whole thing that was between like Lauren and Elizabeth. Elizabeth confronted Lauren like, "How could you talk about my husband like that?" And then
I think that's the same clip because I'm remembering that.
Yeah, because then what's her name? She brought up about Lauren how her husband supposedly like fat shamed her, and like they got really into it where like I guess in that sense things were taken out of context. Again, like the whole situation within that
was messy.
It was just a really messy situation that at the end of the day, I feel like Elizabeth, me personally, this is again an opinion of mine. I have no real beef with these people.
Yeah, we don't know these people.
I don't want no smoke now, especially from Andre. I feel like
he'll come after you.
He'll come after me. I'm like, I don't want no smoke. I feel like her issues are with her husband, and she's projecting her issues with her husband onto
2 other people.
Yes, and I'm like, listen,
I can see that.
Because she kept referencing how she thinks Lauren and Alexi act like they're such a perfect couple, but they're not. And I'm like, I don't think they ever claimed to be. I'm not even a big fan of them. There's things that I'm not always in agreement with them in a lot of things, but I feel that they have just been authentically themselves. And at the end of the day, if you want to keep, this is my belief, just even based on experience, if you have a partner who you know a lot of your friends are disagreeing with how he kind of goes about things, you need to keep in mind that when you tell personal stuff, you got to be really careful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to be careful around that.
Yeah, because it's like, if you're really nervous about, like, their response that later they're not going to like this person, you have to be aware that you're the one that's been going to them and telling, like, personal stuff. And at the end, they're your friends just looking out for you.
You're the one starting that fire first. So don't be surprised later when everyone else had their own opinion about it.
About Andre. And listen, I'm not saying that it's a nice thing to call somebody else's partner. Like, listen, I get that. It was probably hurtful that, like, they kind of went behind his back. But again, Yara was part of that, too, with Jovi. So I don't like how they kind of just...
being shady.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, but apparently, I don't know. They're... Now, like, because Yara's trying to, like, fix the relationship between them, I'm not going to know till, ironically, today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for Sunday, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Well, actually, no, because, right? Yeah, I'm going to find out everything. Listen, I'm, like, behind on stuff,
She'll keep us updates on every episode of
Yeah,
what's going on.
yeah,
Because I want to know, because I really don't have time watching these shows, so she keeps me up to date.
Yeah.
Every time I see her.
The only thing that happened, there was a big fight that went out because Alexi was the one who talked to like Andre and Elizabeth about like what's going on, and then that's where she revealed like, oh, you fat shamed like Lauren. My husband read the text and was reading personal text that Lauren had sent Elizabeth because they were friends.
Oh boy.
So which
There's receipts.
So I thought that was wrong, right?
Yeah.
But Lauren was like having to then like go in the middle of the whole situation where Alexi just took his wife and left, and it was like a whole drama brawl and everything where basically when Yara saw that whole fight ruined her party, she threw some mad shade, went to Elizabeth and said, oh, by the way, his friends knew about the $75,000 before you did.
Oh no.
To get back at her for ruining her party. So that was a whole thing. And the last thing where we left off is...
The pot has been stirred.
Yes. Yes.
It has been stirred.
Yara really started some things. So the last thing that happened, from my knowledge, from what I remember seeing on this show, was that Elizabeth and Lauren kind of have a confrontation. They sit down with each other. And from how it went, like, Elizabeth was upset about the whole situation that happened between, you know, the whole husband being called a dick. And because that's what it was. Listen, I'm not trying to swear here. I'm going based on what the situation is.
Or cursing, you promise, but you're just quoting what he has said.
Yes, I am quoting exactly what he said.
Okay.
What was said, right?
Okay.
So Lauren was upset that from what her explanation of Alexi, he wasn't fat shaming her. She has always had like an issue with like body dysmorphia when she had kids. It was really messing with her, and he was just wanting her, if she was going to do any kind of like mommy makeover, to, from what I remember, just make sure that it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, from my understanding, he wasn't trying to body shame her. He was being supportive of her and just didn't want her to make like any decisions that was more than that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
She was really hurt by Elizabeth. Elizabeth gave kind of like a half apology in my opinion. And she said, no matter what, because I think she felt a little guilty. She was like, you know, like, no matter what, I'm always going to have love for you, Lauren. And that's kind of how the two split, because I think Lauren at that point, because she flat out said, I don't trust you. And that's kind of where they're at now. And with Yara realizing, oh crap, like, because remember how Jovi used to live in New Orleans?
Yes.
Yeah, now they're trying to get, he wants her to move back with him back to New Orleans instead of staying in Florida. And she's like, no, but we have like friends and a support system here. And she's like, wait, no, my friends are fighting. I gotta fix this now. So that's what's going on. That's for the next episode for those people, right?
There's no more? There's no more?
I
want to know more.
It's always something like, I swear, it's ridiculous. There's also, in this season, there's Darcy and there's Georgie. You remember Darcy and Georgie?
Vaguely.
Okay, she's the twin girls, Darcy and Stacy. They have like the blonde hair. They're with all due respect, a lot of work was done, is all I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's how
listen. No hate to those ladies. They're very sweet ladies.
It's very sad. I knew who exactly you were talking about once you said that.
They're very sweet ladies.
Yeah, no shade, but I knew instantly.
Yeah, I wasn't proud even saying that.
Oh no.
But like, they've done so much of themselves where I'm like, you girls are so pretty. Like, I didn't feel like, you know, but at the end of the day, it's their life,
it's
their choice.
Life, their choice. Yeah,
so I'm sorry.
But now I know who you're talking about now.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I felt really bad and everything.
You should. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. It was just straight up
emotional. Damn it.
I'm so sorry. Okay, like I'm not proud of that. Like, I just apologies to you ladies, sincerely.
Sincere apologies on her behalf.
You guys are beautiful individuals.
You guys are beautiful ladies.
Yes. All right, we're done. Georgie is basically, he brought her back to like his home country and everything because they never met his parents. Through all that time, they've been married, which is crazy.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
And right now, like, I'm not going to go too into it because in all fairness, I haven't really dove too much into them.
I hope I remember. It's a whole cultural thing, right?
Yeah, like,
okay, so I am thinking of the right person.
You know how, like, my thing is with Georgie, I'm like, you got with Darcy knowing exactly who she is.
Yes.
She's a very over-the-top lady,
yes.
like, Hollywood, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And, like, you're shocked that she's, you know?
Yes.
It's kind of crazy to me. But I can also understand she's gotta like chill, I guess, with like how she.
They have to find a balance
I
in their
like a good
relationship,
balance.
like a good balance, and talk and communicate more about exactly what they want in that relationship and go
And they
forward from
gotta kind
there
of like compromise.
and
'Cause
compromise.
I
It's
know
not like
she
a
doesn't
one-way
want to.
street.
Yeah, I know she's like, I don't want to change who I am, but I'm like, I don't think anyone is trying to change you who you are.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to like meeting the family, because you want to dress baba boom, and listen, there's nothing wrong with dressing baba boom, but like in certain settings, you kind of
Yeah.
you gotta
And
dial it down just a little
and
bit.
if
So
the
I understand in that
Yeah,
sense.
and if the family has their certain type of values and like religion and all that stuff, be respectful when you walk through the doors
Yeah.
and not think like you own the place. I do me. That's kind of like disrespectful, and you're just meeting them for the first time.
Yeah, so it's like
So I understand her, but also understand too like him. Like for at least the first day or the week, be respectful and have it
yeah.
like how they're normally see things, and then be like, hey, I did this, yada
This is
yada.
how
I'll
I.
respect, but this is how I usually dress, and I hope you guys respect that. But I want to do this as a good first impression, meeting you guys for the first time.
Yeah, I get that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to shame
Yeah,
how
no
she
shame.
dresses. She's an adult. She should be able to dress how she wants.
Yes.
We're just giving the opinion of that. We should, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're meeting like the parents, you want to just
Yeah,
dial it back a little bit. That's how I see it. Just dial it back a little bit. I think that's the best
yeah,
way to look
because
at it.
meeting the parents is like a major, like big deal. So
Yeah,
you
and
don't want to mess it up the first try.
especially they're coming from a different culture. You have to keep
Yeah,
that in
different
mind.
culture
Like
and
this isn't.
religion. Yeah,
It's just different. But
yeah.
back to Gino and Jasmine finally because
Gina.
there's so much. There's like Kara and Guillermo, which they're gonna
Yeah,
split and whatever. I don't know if you remember them. She's the one that she's not even Latina and she's doing bachata music and wants to be a star.
yeah.
And
You showed me like a clip of her music, and I was like,
yeah, no,
you
no
could
shade to you,
no
Kara.
shade, no shade to you, girl. Just as a Latina, I could tell.
We could
I
tell.
could tell right away, and like it like give me shivers. I was like, oh no.
Listen, maybe it's just you're not our type. Our
Or
type
tie.
of. It's like our type. Like you're not our type, but no, what I mean is you're not our cup of tea. That's a better way
You're
of
not
putting
the
it.
cup of tea. The
Sip.
Latino tea.
You're not the cup of tea that this spill the tea
Yes.
is wanting to talk about, right? But basically, they kind of have their drama with each other. They pretty much are going to split because Guillermo doesn't trust Kara, and Kara's upset that he doesn't trust her, but she's been giving him kind of like reasons, especially like she's been going out mad late, doesn't let like hides the phone immediately from what Guillermo says,
Yeah.
and like her like somebody that she had relations with before is the owner of the nightclub she constantly goes to. So it's like you're giving him reasons not to trust you. So her being like upset about that, that's why a lot of people are really siding more with Guillermo than Kara.
With the show, they need to learn how to communicate with each other. That's one of the main issues in this show.
No, it really is.
Communication.
It really is. So in fairness, I can't blame Guillermo for feeling some kind of way.
I don't blame him, but again, you guys have to communicate.
Yeah.
And not go behind someone's back. Don't be shady and all that jazz. Just communicate and be like, hey, this and this is happening. Hey, this and this is happening. Let's like meet like in the middle.
Yeah. And then because I know like there's so much, I think there's only like one other couple left, and if I'm missing somebody, I'm sorry, like because I want to go straight to Jasmine and Gino. I feel like they are like the most woo moment, right? So then there's, I don't know if you remember Julia and Brandon.
I think I remember Brandon.
Yeah, like his mom and dad, like they had the farm and everything, and
yes, he's the farm boy one.
Yes, good old country Brandon,
country boy. Yes,
I will say Brandon looks just like his mom.
He does.
He really, it's kind of freaky. Like if you put a wig of longer hair on Brandon,
he'll look like his mom.
He'll be twins with his mom. It's kind of low key creepy. Sister. So basically, they had their whole like, because her goal was to have her parents come down. Right. And like, because they were on The Last Resort recently. And now that they're on this season, the goal for them was to have like, Brandon wants children, but she wants her parents to come down and move down here. Yes. So they're trying to compromise. Where basically with Julia's situation, and we're going to be very sensitive about this topic because it is a real thing that like for women, of course, it's a very sensitive topic. Yeah. She was told long ago that she had issues with like, like to be able to conceive a child, right? But she went recently because Brandon was like, please, like this is what I really want is for us to go and have a child. They went together, and apparently there's a procedure for her that she can be able to take that like cleans up her uterus, and of course
Oh, this is the one that she doesn't feel comfortable with the anesthesia stuff or going under surgery.
she's never went under, and I
Yeah.
understand that. I do think that like her just saying no indefinitely may not be the best thing, because my thing is, if she knows indefinitely that she doesn't want to have kids, I think she's got to let Brandon know.
She should communicate with her partner that, hey, I do not want kids, or I don't want to give birth to them, but I would like to adopt. I would like to have a surrogate, like different options, but I don't want to be the person carrying it.
I mean, like, I agree. Like, I feel like it just needs to be better communication.
They need to communicate more with that situation.
But at the same time, I feel like maybe she really just needs time.
Yeah.
Like, she asked
Everyone's
him.
different with that type of situation.
And he needs to stop going to his mom and bringing his mom into it.
Oh, the baby boy going to
That's
his
what
mama.
I'm saying. Like, you're pulling mama boy things.
Mama
like, you do not need to be bringing your mom into it.
It should just be between you and your partner.
And the dad, like, out of all people, because it recently came out, they had like a whole ceremony for their wedding, right? Because the parents didn't get to see it, because Julia's parents
came. So they did a redo, so the parents will be there.
That's
cute.
They officially confirmed they don't want to move down and stay here with Julia, which hurt Julia a bit, but they came down to like just visit for, you know.
At least they came to visit.
Yeah, I just think it hurts her, and I get the mentality, because family support is so necessary, and the fact that she's not really feeling
you don't have that support where you are right now.
Yeah, and Brandon's got to understand that too, because he has to realize that you have your mom that you keep going back to and keep telling things to
your mama.
Like, there's your family support. So of course Julia is feeling, you know, and I'm not saying every interaction between Julia and the mom is right.
Right now she feels like she has no support from her partner.
So she's getting a little aggravated. I'm not saying Julia's reaction towards the mom is always right. I think she could have handled things differently too.
I think it all started with him.
I'm like, he's not helping it.
He's not helping
it. You're a married man now. You need to stand by her, or if there's an issue, you two discuss it alone. Stop bringing your parents into it, Brandon. No hate. No hate with you, Brandon, okay?
No hate.
We like the name Brandon too. It's just Brandon. Brandon. Listen to me, Brandon.
Listen to me. Listen to us right now. Please.
Please. You just need to, like, listen to your wife. Give her time.
And give her time. And don't, like, peer pressure her either, because that doesn't help the situation.
It's not going to help. She's probably just said no for that moment because you keep pushing at it, and it's not helping. Like, give her some time. Like,
she's probably scared and anxious, anxiety, all those things combined at her mind at that moment. And the first, like, out response was no.
Yeah, like, give her some time. And again,
give her some, like, time.
The dad stuck up for Julia, saying it was their business, and because the mom was like, but Julia, baby, and all, like, they had a whole dinner fight after their whole ceremony and everything. It was just, that's what so far is going on with them. And I do respect the dad, I will say, for someone who usually stands by his wife. Woo!
Clap for dad. Yay,
woo!
Dad.
Wait, hold up. He doesn't need just, like, that kind of clap. He needs the encore!
Yeah, Dad.
Woo! Go Brandon's dad! Yeah. Support. He really did his thing.
Well, that's good. At least she has someone that's supporting, like, on her side, because I feel like she's alone.
Yeah.
So at least I'm glad that she has someone to back her up.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, I hope that continues in that route, because I know the majority of the time it's been just backing up Brandon.
No.
And that's why she probably feels and kind of reacts the way that she does. So I feel...
It plays a factor with how her responses have been.
Yeah, like, you know, like, it's hard when you don't have family support. Like, we have our family support, so imagine
not having that support.
I really hope, like, it clicks for him.
I really hope they communicate and he's like, oh, I should not go to my mom for any little thing. If I have a problem or a situation, I should go to you first. Let's talk about it. Let's compromise. Again, in the show, communication is key.
Yes, that's exactly.
Please communicate with your partner.
No, yeah, like, it's true, though. That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, I'm, like, doubling checking. Did I forget anybody?
Are you triple checking that you went down the whole list?
I'm making sure, because that's going to really stink if I forgot anybody. I did! But it's Tiger Lily and, gosh, what's his name again?
Don't forget, Jasmine and Gino.
Yeah, I know. They're the main
I'm waiting for that one.
They're the main Adnan. So, I'm really in this case, I'm not gonna get too much into Tiger Lily and Adnan. I'm not a big fan of Adnan and him trying to push religion onto his wife. You knew who she was when you two got together. And I think, Tiger Lily, you're going to have to figure this out. That's all I'm going to comment on.
Yeah, I think we did talk about them. Or is that a whole different couple, but same type of situation?
Well, with him, like, I believe, from my understanding, is he wants her to convert to be a Muslim.
I know who you're talking. Yep,
and
Muslim.
She's a Christian, and I'm only gonna say this is gonna be a recipe for the disaster.
Yeah,
they have a baby now.
Especially mixing like religion to the mix is always like ends up in a disaster. Trying to do that type of stuff, sadly.
I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at like congratulations on the baby, and I really hope you guys can figure it out. I just don't believe in pressuring anybody into a religion.
No,
Let
don't
this
pressure
person
no one.
Come to their own conclusion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do not pressure your partner.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that.
Don't guilt trip
for my mental health.
For your mental health. Please don't pressure or guilt trip your partner, and please communicate.
Amen. Jasmine and Gino, finally! Because we already that was 25 minutes.
I know. You could talk about this for a good hour.
I know. I just wanted to give you the full-on rundown. So.
Yes. Okay, give it. Let's go.
Alright, so we got Jasmine and Gino. I don't know how much you remember, but basically...
There's a lot. So
The Last Resort. So the last time I watched The Last Resort, Jasmine was upset because Gino was not having relations
and she was talking to her friend.
Yes, and that was Max.
Max. Yes.
Max, not Max, even though... That would have been cool though, Max.
Yeah.
I think of the Goofy movie.
Yeah, same. That's how sometimes I remember some people's names. I name it something else.
Honestly. That's actually a really
like
tactic.
With anime, the Todoroki, I call him teriyaki.
Stop.
I call him teriyaki because I do not remember names well. I'm like, oh yeah, Todoroki because of teriyaki sauce. But please continue. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna remember that. That's gonna be my new nickname for him too.
Teriyaki.
So with the situation with them is there was Matt, and basically from how this season, The Last Resort ended, was Jasmine was pregnant with Matt's baby. So that was already kind of into understanding. So the way kind of like the timeline is, by the time that The Last Resort ended, it immediately kind of jumps back to this season right now, which is Happily Ever After.
Yeah. From what I last seen, her and I keep saying Max. Okay, but his new name is Max. Her and Max.
It's Max.
I know. Her and Max. Matt, whoever, were in that horse carriage ride.
Oh, okay, so that's kind of what you remember.
That's where I left off in that whole situation.
Okay, so I'll explain to you kind of the rundown. So basically, as you know, basically Gino in this season kicked Jasmine out of the home.
Yes, I remember the whole thing with the car, throwing her stuff out.
Yeah, he threw her stuff out. She's been throughout this time staying with Matt. Meanwhile, Gino was trying to date this woman named Natalie, and there was a whole
I remember he's like, oh, she was treating me right, yada yada,
and he was being dishonest with her, and then the whole thing with the cousins party, which I felt like Michelle. You remember Michelle? The cousins, Dana and Michelle, were the cousins of Gino, that they were really stirring the pot with Jasmine and
yes, they were.
I just felt like they respectfully should have just completely stayed out of it.
They should have not been a part of that conversation and try to stir something just to make something happen. They should have left that alone.
They should have stayed completely neutral. That's how I would have been. I would have stayed.
In situations like these, just stay neutral, not try to be one side over the other and just to cause a fight.
Yeah, and because Gino was his mentality was, well, you're my family and you gotta be on my side. In some regard, I understand that, but at the same time, you want to stay with your morals.
But at the same time, as your family, if you know your family member is doing something wrong, call it out.
Yeah.
Not just be like, you're my family, you're my ride or die. But if I know my family member is doing something stupid, I will call out their stupidness and not be like, yeah, I'm with you. No, I'm going to call you out.
It's just that, in my opinion, they should have just stayed out of it.
Yeah, they had no business being a part of that conversation.
And it was just such a messy situation because Natalie was invited and she had no idea because the whole time Gino was kind of telling her in a way that oh, Jasmine and I are indefinitely gonna split, when in reality he was trying to figure that out.
No.
And he was playing with Natalie, so
communication.
Yeah, no,
we need a soundbite of me saying communication.
Well, we'll come up with one.
Communication is key. No.
So basically, Jasmine came in, basically said, "Oh, look at they brought the whores from Vegas." And they got physical with each other.
Of course.
And Yes, and Natalie came out like upset, rightfully so, because
yeah,
like,
she has a right to be upset.
and again, like with Jasmine, like I at least I'm happy she took accountability. I just wish there was an actual apology towards Natalie, because Natalie knew
Oh, that's
nothing.
right. She never apologized.
Yeah, she never apologized to Natalie. And in fairness, who knows? Maybe when this season ends, we could get an apology between Natalie and Jasmine, because at the end of the day, Natalie was being lied to just as much as Jasmine, and that's why I say,
they're
like,
both being
girls,
lied
like,
to.
he was just kind of in the middle here, just like, oh, it was Jasmine. And I'm like, dude, you created that situation
you created
too.
that problem.
And I'm not sitting here saying like Jasmine's like innocent. I think both Jasmine
Take accountability
and
that you're
Gino,
at fault of creating this whole problem.
yeah, like I think they both are guilty in different ways. Like,
oh yeah, of course.
I will always stand by that. But long story short, like, you know, like she like Jasmine, like with when it came with Matt had feelings for her. He was like, I want to be with you at this point. Tells her, and she's like, I don't know, I'm conflicted because my feelings with Matt and Gino. Da, da. Finally, up to where we're at now, Gino gets invited to her home, and he's thinking, oh, I think maybe we're gonna finally work on the relationship, because Natalie officially had broken up with him, like broken off, which good for her. He comes to the house, they sit down, and that's where we find out what we've already known. Jasmine's pregnant with Matt's baby.
I kind of figured that was gonna happen.
I mean, like,
Not Jazz.
that's how it all started, folks.
Oh no! I kind of figured that was gonna happen though.
And I think you can guess Gino's reaction.
What?
Well,
Jasmine?
well, no, he was surprisingly, like, I will say, he was like pretty.
Was he chill?
He was. It was like when you're trying to save face. You know, like, I don't care.
I don't care. I twitches. I don't care.
And then
Palms get sweaty.
As soon as he walks out, like, you know, because she said, Matt and I are a family now. Like, she flat out said at this point, Matt and I are a family now. I'm going with him to Florida.
Or my question is, were they were broken apart at that time, correct? Or were they still kind of trying to mend their relationship?
It's in this case, I don't understand.
Because that would be weird during that time you were trying to mend your relationship with him, but you were doing Matt.
But that's what I'm saying too. That's why I say I don't think any one of them is innocent. I think they're both guilty in different ways.
I think they're all guilty, including Matt too, engaging in it in that situation. So I think all three of them are guilty
in their own way.
In their own way.
But yeah, pretty much with Gino.
But congrats on the baby, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, Jasmine, at the end of the day,
you got your family.
Woo, good for you. And she's beautiful. Her name is Matilda, by the way, the baby.
Cute.
Very beautiful. Matt's twin. Very beautiful
looks exactly
girl.
like her dad.
Exactly like her dad.
Aww.
At the end of the day, the only thing that I can hope and wish for Jasmine is that we can all speculate and feel how we feel. I do hope that she is trying to find ways to bring her kids here.
I was about to ask that. Does she have kids?
She has kids in Panama. And they're being taken care of by family members. But my whole thing is, because I know she's been quote unquote trying to make things work, so I don't know if her idea is to eventually bring them, but at the same time,
I hope so, and I can't be like, oh, I have this baby now. Let me concentrate on this baby and forget my kids in Panama. Like, no, you're a mom to other kids
as well. And like my thing was, listen, I have no personal beef with Jasmine. Of course, she doesn't even know who we are.
I know, we do not exist
in her world.
She'll listen to us or just like pause, skip. I don't want to listen to them.
Yeah, like no. And in all seriousness, I really hope that her mentality, at least because how I see it, right, is that you put more attention and focus onto your marriage and everything with Gino, and you relied on Gino too much. Because my thing and the danger of this, and it's hard because when you're bringing somebody from across, you know, like, they kind of have no choice but to put their full-on trust and everything into you.
And all those promises, too.
Yeah. But I'm like, your main focus should have been on your kids, because you were focused on, like, wrong things, like the wedding dress. Like, she took, like, the money that Gino gave her for wedding dress. That all should have been the main focus at the end of the day. Should have been your kids coming here. And I think that's why there's so many mixed opinions about her and about, like, Gino, because to me personally, I think they both had faults and the whole dynamic between the two. But at the end of the day, I really hope the best thing, if I were ever to, God forbid, like, face her face to face, is, You know, like, I really hope she's doing whatever she can to have at least these boys come down and be with her, because that will be a time where they can look and see the show when they get older and be like, so mom was doing all this, and where,
Yeah.
you know, like, where were you?
They probably feel abandoned.
It's hard. I'm sure she calls them,
I
you
hope
know,
she
but
does.
yeah,
But I'm just
I'm
imagining,
sure.
like, as a kid, a
Your
kid
feelings.
mentality.
Oh, so I have a sister, and you're with
That
my
I'm never,
sister.
my sister, and I'm never gonna meet, and you put your whole, you know, mentality and all your
That you're
focus
posting
on
on
her
social media,
and
like
social
that.
media, yada
That
yada.
has to sting, you know.
Does she ever post her other kids on social media?
I don't think.
I hope she does, because that hurts too. Because kids see everything.
Yeah, like I think she has before. I don't
hope
think
she
it's like
does.
consistent because she's not currently with them, but
Yeah.
I think, don't get me wrong, I do think she loves her kids, and I
Yeah.
really hope.
I really
out of
hope
everything.
they come down here as she figures out a way to bring her kids.
Yeah, and I really hope Gino can go and get himself another hat. And Gino, like, I really hope, like, you can stop with this victim mentality too, because in all honesty, you were not a victim either. You agreed to it. Nobody put a gun to your head. You could have just said no, ended the marriage, and went off on your happy-go-lucky life, but
True.
at the end of the day, you allowed for Matt and Jasmine to have a relationship, and now they're having a baby on your expense. And listen, my thing is, you're upset that, you know, they went and had a baby because he did a whole crying like she never loved me. We always talked about having kids, and now we can't. I'm like, but my question is, you never even wanted to touch her, so where would the baby come from?
Emotional, damn it.
Like, make it make sense. Like, how is that gonna work? So, no shade to you. I really hope happiness for you, but you gotta get it figured out a little bit. But don't worry, he's gonna be hanging out with Rob, and the 90-Day Bad Boys is what they're called.
Oh boy.
They did a whole dance thing. Like, he should be fine.
Yeah.
We're done with 90 Day Fiance now.
You're almost at the 40-minute mark.
Listen, we can have this episode a little bit longer, if anything.
Yeah, we can make this one a little bit longer, but yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
Woo! We're free! Free of the 90-day talk for now. For now.
Until next time.
For now, right? So, yeah, we can actually continue on with other topics. So, you were telling me actually about, because you've told me this before. I wasn't really, like, knowing about it too much, but I've never watched the Try Guys. And I know recently.
Yes.
They had Ned Fulmer was his name, I believe, right? I could be wrong on the name.
Yeah, I just known him as Ned.
Okay, he was in the Try Guys. He got fired because
He got fired because of the whole scandal of him getting caught cheating on his wife. And that was his main, like, character in the whole, his main stick, even.
I'm the married guy.
I'm the married guy. I love my wife. Like, there was even, like, a figure, like, in YouTube, something, those figures, right?
Oh, YouTubes.
So they made one with audio for the Try Guys, and his is just compilation is, I love my wife. I love my wife. I love, like, different him of saying I love my wife. So that was his main shtick throughout the whole thing, because everyone had their main shtick in the group, right? So when all that happened, be like, why are you cheating on your wife? Why are you cheating with a coworker? What's going on? Does she know? Who knows? Like, it was crazy at that time. I think that was 2020. Don't quote me. 3?
Yeah.
That this happened.
Yeah.
So that was like a crazy time to witness that. Even SNL made fun of the Try Guys doing the video.
Oh no!
Of the video. So listen, we had to fire him. Like, they made a whole skit, so it was out there.
So yeah, it was, because I remember hearing little bits about it. I knew you actually, like, you're a viewer of the Try Guys. Like, you watch their stuff. I've never done it. Also, don't mind me. I'm putting on my headband properly, so I feel better.
You could see.
I can see.
You could see clearly.
So,
but yeah, that whole situation was crazy.
Yeah, and they just he's back.
I saw that he's back with his own podcast with his ex-wife.
I think it was just she was going to be on just for
that one. I think. I hope so. It's not like the whole thing is him and her, because I think that's
going to be so traumatizing for her. My gosh!
Please don't do that.
So yeah, so he cheated on her with I think it was a coworker, right?
A coworker produced, like don't quote me, but it was within the work circle. Oh my God. And she worked at Try Guys too.
You're kidding me. So she worked at.
Yeah, she worked
Oh,
there
so really,
too.
really co-worker. Okay.
Yeah, because I think
Oh,
she knew her.
that's crazy. And like, can you
Yeah.
imagine, like, because people at the time I could have swore were like with paparazzi, like taking photos of them if when they were going to like couples therapy and everything. Do you know how traumatizing that must have been
I
for
know,
her?
poor girl.
So I really sympathize with her. Like the fact that she was even able to get on that podcast with him, where she's not getting money out of this, she's not getting anything out of it. But at the end of the day, like the fact that she's kind of able to even have a conversation with him, I give her a lot
I
of
give her
credit.
credit. I would not have been that person. I'd be like, "Are you crazy? Are you nuts? No way. I don't want that out there. I don't. I send my piece to you in privacy. That's it. Leave me alone."
It would cost a little boo boo for me to get on.
It will be a cost of one, no, but two la boo boos.
La boo boos. Oh gosh, we're going back to our la boo boo conversation. No, refrain. No, for that, seriously, the fact that she was able to sit there with him and have that conversation, I cannot.
But I give her props. She really told him she will never forgive him.
Yeah, it's honesty. Like I
But
know,
yeah,
I know the mentality is you want to be kind of like be able to forgiveness is more for yourself and whatnot. I think realistically, in a sense, she did. It's not that like she's not gonna forgive the action that he did because no matter what he did was
was
like
wrong.
awful. But she respects the fact that he is the father of her beautiful children
Yes,
and that at the end of the day they can
their
all
kids are so
coexist.
cute. Yeah,
Yeah, that they can all coexist. I give her props. Him, I don't feel he's taken enough accountability in my opinion. Just based on the podcast that I saw, I feel like he kind of takes it like, oh, it was that situation that happened. Everybody else
it's
has
all good. We all
problems.
good now. Yeah, like no, I really genuinely, in my opinion, this episode should not have happened.
Yeah,
If he wanted a clean like streak on like his reputation and whatnot, I think this should have been private. They should talk to each other and be like, "Hey, let's set some boundaries, ground rules, yada yada yada." But we
right.
are done separate. But for the kids' sake, let's co-parent. Let's do this and this, so they won't be affected by this. Because this just makes it seem like to me he just wants a quick cash grab.
Yeah,
Because
he's got to get that money back. They fired
yeah,
him.
because that was his main bread and butter, the Try Guys.
Yeah, and the minute he was out, like everything came crashing down.
I generally, because I think I'm not the only one with this opinion. I didn't like how that podcast went. To me, it didn't feel necessary to have.
It didn't need to go down this
It didn't
way.
help his case. It just worsened it and brought back what happened that year.
Yeah, it was.
So people are gonna talk about it again,
Yeah, they're gonna sad to say
even though
talk
they
about
want
it
to
again.
forget about it. No one's gonna forget about it. You just brought it back now with
Yeah.
more people just learning it. There's some people who did not know the situation. There's some people just learning the situation. So you're opening those cans of worms now once again.
Yeah.
I think if he did his own podcast without her and be like, "Hey, I'm back. I know what I did was wrong. Her and I talked about it, like behind the scenes, yada yada. I knew what I did was wrong. Let me just do this and this, and here I am. I want to try my own thing, and hopefully this works."
And we could have disliked it
I
after. Just
I
kidding.
would have respected that, but it felt like bringing your wife just to talk and then have awkward smiling and awkward laughing at some points when she had serious moments in conversations. He was just laughing as I didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like I'm gonna speak from experience. I am a person when I'm really in an uncomfortable situation, I will
You will
awkward laugh.
yeah,
And I don't mean to. I will awkward laugh, but most of the time when I do it, I immediately am like, I'm so sorry. Like this is just I'm really in like an awkward
yeah.
situation. And I feel like with him, regardless, like he was trying to just like I don't know if he was trying to just make things like cool, but for me, my main issue, there was no real accountability I felt that he was taking. He made it seem like, oh, it just happened out of the bloom. And I'm like, no, you created
No.
her hurt. You created her pain. You were the one that basically quit out on her when she was your wife. You had a responsibility, a loyalty to her. And if you were just not happy with your marriage, if you just wanted to
You
be
should have
like,
just talked her to the side, be like, "Hey, I don't think this marriage is working out. We grew out as people." Because I'm not sure when their relationship started. I think they were high school sweethearts. I really don't know.
yeah, they met
But
each other young.
young. So I'm just here like, "Hey, I grew apart. I'm so sorry. And hey, can we just do this and this and this because our kids, yada yada." Not go behind her back to, I think it was a Taylor Swift concert he went with this chick with, and then with a bar. Like, there was other places that they went to.
Okay.
And
I was
people
gonna say
took...
Taylor Swift, not like the whole thing with Imagine Dragons where it was
No,
cut.
imagine. Imagine was that type of situation. They come at the screen.
Taylor's just like, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. He's a cheater.
Imagine on blast by Taylor Swift.
Oh my goodness, they would have been like the original Imagine Dragons situation.
That would have been funny.
Was it Imagine Dragons or no, Coldplay?
Coldplay.
I don't know why I confused the two.
It's fine.
They
I'm not good with names either, but I think everyone knows
we know what we're talking about. It was the Coldplay situation.
Yes.
You're gonna cheat on me at Coldplay?
At a Taylor Swift concert?
No, but I really do agree with you. I feel that he did not need to make this kind of content if he wanted to get back, because do I believe that people deserve like redemption? I think in this case, like if he could have worked at this by showing real vulnerability, real, like, you know what I'm saying, like accountability, and he just didn't do that for me.
I feel like she should have done her own podcast with someone that she trusts, like on the side, and her perspective of everything.
Yeah, that would have been interesting to see.
Yeah, not the situation of those two in a room awkwardly talking to each other, and there was distance between them, obviously.
Yeah,
but I feel like to have her more comfortable talking out more and not feel like tense, because especially he's like right near her. Mm-hmm. Talking about stuff, so I don't. In my opinion, that episode shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened at all.
I agree with you on that. So honestly, I wish her well. I wish even him well. I really hope that they can, like still be cool with each other. I think they've pretty much, I guess, from how they spoke, shown that they're gonna be cool around each other for the sake of the kids.
Sake of their kids, mostly the main thing.
I respect her, really, I do, because that's not an easy thing to like.
It's not an easy thing to do. I know if it was me, I'd be like, hell no, you're on your own.
No, I agree with you on that, and so we sent her love for that for sure. Love. And now we can actually. I wanted to tell you about I don't know if you know who this person is, like Jeff Witteck. So I think I told you a long time ago the whole situation with David Dobrik.
Yes.
That they were on like he was lifted by a crane.
His eye situation. Yes.
Yeah, so anyone who wants to look it up, you definitely can. It was
I remember watching
really
that video.
Awful, stressful situation.
It was insane.
That David Dobrik really just kind of cut Jeff from the friend group, and Jeff really got isolated. And the one person who really stood by him was Tana. I can never pronounce her name right.
Montague?
Tana. We're just gonna call her Tana for my sake, please. She, honestly, I give her a lot of credit. She's grown as a person from someone who was going through, like, her own addictions at the time, because she was, like, really into, like, alcohol and stuff. Like, from being that party girl, like, how she was portrayed before, to how now she is very calm. She's, in her very,
I'm proud of
like,
her.
She has really grown as a human being, and I know she's no longer going to be in the canceled podcast. She just doesn't want to deal with any drama, things like that.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
I give her a lot of credit for it, because sometimes, as much as it's fun to conversate about, like, oh, so this drama is going on, oh, the tea, of course, like, come on, look at our name of our podcast. It's Spill the Tea, and Sam. So, I understand her mentality, though, on why it can be a lot sometimes. So the fact that she really has grown to the person that she is, and she was a very good friend to Jeff Witteck. When I tell you, like, she really was there for him through the surgeries, because he's still having surgeries and procedures to this day.
Yeah,
and that's forever. That's forever. Mm-hmm. You can't fix that
for the rest of his life, sadly.
And I can even tell you, like, from experience, like, having I had a car accident back in 2017. I had a bad situation where my knee got completely messed up, and I have not been the same since that car accident. It messes with you. Mine is not even in anywhere close to the situation of Jeff's, and I can understand how, like, it's still a thing that it debilitates you. It messes with you.
You have mentally. That for life.
Exactly. Like, it messes with you, and it kind of changes you. And him, this is forever. And this was not only just something that was just truly awful, and it's messing with his life forever. It's a public thing. Mine wasn't like a thing on the news or anything like that.
His was very public, because that's like a popular YouTuber.
Yeah, everybody loved David Dobrik back then.
Everyone knew him.
So, like, imagine, like, it felt like the world was kind of against you.
Yeah.
So, the reason I'm bringing this up is because, as I mentioned, Tana really stood by him with the whole situation. he has decided, because a lot of his friends kind of like cut him off, you know, the whole friend group and everything. Toddy Smith, who was in the Vlog Squad with David Dobrik, I guess he got cut from that group, and he was recently on the podcast with Jeff Witteck. And they're being buddy-buddy again.
Interesting.
And I'm like, Jeff, no, like, why are you doing this?
He feels like he's being fake right now, because he got cut off.
Like Jeff, I think in his heart of hearts, because listen, I've always seen like Jeff as like, he's very much like, I'm a bro, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I know he's been trying to get more of like the quote unquote bro friendship back, and I know he was close with Todd and everything back then, but I'm like, dude, coming from experience, like, let me put this in perspective. Coming from experience, you and I both relate. We had a situation where we've had friends that have not
have come and gone.
They've come and gone because, you know what I'm saying, they have done things that were really hurtful, and at the end of the day, like, it's all about, like, having people who are there for you and respect you. If they don't respect your boundaries, if they don't respect you as the person that you are, and if they're not going to stand by you through, like, good and bad, then it's just not worth it.
It's not worth having that friendship.
Yeah.
Because it's fake.
It's fake, and, like, my thing is, like, they left you at a really low point.
Yeah.
And, like, now he's coming back because he needs something. I'm like, Jeff, you are so much better than this. And, like, if you, at the end of the day, choose to continue a friendship with Todd, I would at least say tread carefully.
I would keep a third eye open.
Exactly. Oh, dang. The eye thing. No offense, Jeff.
I know. I'm so sorry. Wrong analogy.
We don't mean it like that. Like, no.
It's no, like... open, like, your, you know, the imaginary third eye, like a key.
Imagine, yes.
Yeah, to, like, watch out what's gonna happen, because they left you at your low point, and all of a sudden they came back. That means there's a motive behind why they wanted to come back, and they need you to, like, gain something from you.
Exactly.
So please be careful.
And we apologize.
We apologize about the eye.
Like, we meant it as an analogy. I swear to you, it was an analogy. Please, Jeff.
Not literally. Please forgive me.
Lo siento.
Lo siento.
So, anyways, just to make it, like, so clear, that was my issue, right? The issue that I had with, you know, recently is because Tana got on the podcast that Jeff has, like the Jeff Witteck podcast that he has. I know
he has one.
And he put Todd on the show with
her?
Tana. Yeah, because the thing is... Does she know? She says that she knew. She spoke about it with Trisha on her podcast that... Okay. Trisha Paytas, that she was aware. Like, Jeff did warn her. And my thing is, because there was an issue between Toddy and Tana where basically Toddy... I love that I keep saying Toddy.
Toddy. But continue.
Where Todd basically, like, when she was saying, like, oh, what happened with Jeff? Like, she really was, like, riding hard for Jeff, like, defending him. And he apparently, like, screamed in her face and everything.
Oh, no.
And keep in mind, a man screaming in a woman's face, we already know how wrong that is, right? No matter what, it's just
they
not okay.
They didn't sit next to each other, right? I hope
not. No, it was through video call.
Oh,
it was through video call.
Cool.
Of course.
Okay.
Where basically... Todd denied everything,
of course,
and has been inconsistent, whereas Tana's story has been consistent, and I believe Tana.
I believe Tana, with someone's story, has not changed. It has been consistent compared to someone that keeps changing their story and be like, "Oh, I don't remember saying that. Oh, well, I don't remember that, but this happened. I don't think I said that."
Really condescending.
No. When people are like that, that means they're trying to keep up with their lies.
No, and the whole time he would be like, "Oh, you look really pretty today, Tana." Like, the way he was just being like,
they're trying to butter her up.
No, it was, like, more so, like, it felt so, to me, it felt like it was, like, demeaning with her, because, I
don't like that.
He was just...
I didn't watch the episode, so I'm guessing how he was, but I bet she did not like that.
No, she just was... She defended herself so nicely at the end of the day.
Good for her.
And, like, I think Jeff was, like, in hopes that, oh, we're all gonna be cool with each other again. And I'm like,
Jeff, that's not how it's gonna
Jeff, like, listen, you want to forgive him, that's fine, but understand that she was friends with the Vlog Squad. She cut them off for Jeff, her loyalty to Jeff, where at the end of the day, she was getting, like, views and benefits from the Vlog Squad. So imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? She did that kind of sacrifice for you to then later see now that, oh, I'm friends with Todd again after her. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I would have felt like you just stabbed me in the back after I was a ride and die for you.
exactly. Like, I'm like, Jeff, you need to work on loyalty, bro. Like, I
I
understand.
would work on where your loyalties lie with certain people.
Yeah. So at the end, like, it pretty much ended with Tana holding herself like
But I'm
completely.
proud of her that she stood her ground.
And she kept cool about it. She was just chilling on the couch, looking beautiful, like everything. She kept to herself, and at the end of the day, like, no one's sitting here really siding with Todd, I guess, except I don't know if it was Jeff trying to like side with anybody. I think he was just hoping.
Was Jeff trying to be like the mediator?
In a sense, yeah, he was like trying to mediate and hope for things to go well, but in reality, it was not going to go well. So that's kind of where it was left, you know?
Wow.
So that's pretty much all.
That's intense.
From like the whole things that between those guys, and hopefully, I really hope that Jeff is able to kind of take a look back and be like, maybe I need to rethink some things. But at the end of the day, if he really wants this friendship with Todd,
just be careful.
Yeah, that's the best way to look at it. So, all right, what's next on our topics? Because we got a little bit of time.
Let's see. We do. We have a lot of time or a little time. Let's see. We could talk about the Superman movie and how James Gunn is doing with the DC universe.
Yeah, we know the Super movie passed like a while ago now, like people can rent it, but the reason I think like it's been fun to talk about is just because the movie was really good.
It was phenomenal. I love that movie.
And I like the direction where we're going so far.
Yes. DC has been redeemed for sure.
Yeah, because we've been kind of going in like with how Zack Snyder has been.
I wasn't a big fan of Zack Snyder stuff. I know people will not have the same opinion as me,
and that's fine.
And that's totally fine too. Like, I love my Henry Cavill to pieces, but I wasn't really a big fan of it because it was all dark and grungy and all that stuff. I'm here like, but not all comics are like that. They're all different.
Well, for me with Superman, like, I felt like Superman has always been the symbol of hope.
Yes.
And, like, it just felt like we had to consistently be, like, the quote-unquote injustice Superman, like, where he's dangerous, he's a god, like, all this.
I liked that in the beginning. They made him, like, human. Be like, this is actually the first time, like, he lost a fight. Or a battle.
Yeah, because people didn't like that.
I love that beginning, and people were like mad about that. I'm like, no, this just makes him more human.
Exactly. I agree with you because for me, I liked the fact that we have a Superman who feels, again, fixing my headband, who feels more real to me. Because, like, the way Superman has always been, like, that symbol of hope. Like, he cared about, like, humanity. Whereas, like, if you rewatch, like, even Man of Steel, how he, like, certain people, like, certain Superman would just let people get hurt sometimes. He just didn't seem to, like, care. And listen, Henry Cavill looked cool, but at the same time, you'd kind of watch, like, oh, what about, alright,
screw that one.
But, like, I liked the fact that this Superman was, like, his main thing was, like, I care about people, because that's...
And, like, no, people, like, in any living thing. Like, he even, like, took the squirrel.
He saved the squirrel.
That I love.
So cute.
That little moment I love so much that shows his character.
And can I just say, I love Lex Luthor for being a petty little thing.
Yes, as he should be. That's the Lex I grew up with.
He's like, I don't like you because you are just... No, I just don't like you.
I just don't like you because everyone loves you. And you're not from here. I don't like it.
Like, he was so petty. He created that whole mess just to be like, I don't like you.
Yeah, and the clone of Superman. That was crazy. That he's like, oh, he knows his fight moves by heart, like Mortal Kombat. I know the cheat sheet.
No, for real, like, that was crazy.
Button A, button B, button A, B, 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 C.
He was like, and then what's crazy is that what I'm super excited about is that we're actually going to, speaking of which, be able to see Nicholas Hoult at New York Comic Con for 2025.
We're meeting him. That's gonna be cool.
Yes, like
I don't know why this is my first thought. I wonder if you're taller than him.
Because listen, just so you guys know, I'm very tall. I'm a very tall lady. So if this man is taller than me, I'm gonna be real scared real quick.
Like, I wonder if you're taller than him.
We'll find out. So before we actually, overall, like, I really did like the Superman movie.
And I love the scene when he saved the woman in the car in the bridge, and then all the smoke and it's just his silhouette. That I love
It
so
was
much.
like, honestly, the scenery, the feel, the vibes for
Yes.
me, I really did like.
At the very end, I was like, yeah, that's my Superman.
That's what
For sure.
I want Superman to be, that symbol of hope for people, because that's how he was always supposed to represent. And so for anyone who disagrees, no shade to you,
no
but
shade
I'm
at
going
all.
to disagree with you. I love the direction that we're going. I think James Gunn is having fun, and it's showing.
And I was hesitant at first with James
Yeah.
Gunn taking over, so it's not like I'm being biased. I was really hesitant.
Yeah.
Because he came from Marvel doing the Guardians, and he did Guardians beautifully.
Yeah.
And I'm here like, you're doing DC, and I'm here like, that's a big shoe to fill, because DC really hasn't been doing well.
Yeah.
So he had to do all his homework to try to bring it up, and I think Superman as the main starter was perfect.
Yeah, I think he really... I like the direction we're going. I will say, though, I really hope we don't lose Robert Pattinson for Batman.
I want him to stay as that Batman and have those two
because his movie
interact.
was actually good. Like, I liked his movie.
I was in shock that in the meme, I'm glad my little vampire became a bat.
Oh yeah, that meme. I really hope they
proud.
keep him too. Like, I thought he was great. But again, it's really going to depend on what exactly is James Gunn looking.
Vision.
Yeah.
I really do want this version of Superman with Robert Pattinson's Batman.
It would
That'll
be
be
fun.
a cool interaction.
It will be fun
and
to
see how that turns out.
But again, we don't know what direction we're going
I hope,
in.
crossing fingers.
We'll see how it goes. So overall, I think so far James Gunn is doing pretty well.
Yes, he has.
So let's just give, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's give it a chance and see where the next direction is. Before we even get into Comic-Con, because I know you and I really wanted to talk about, like, Comic-Con, like a fun story time on that. You wanted to tell me really quick about Stan Lee.
Yeah, so Stan Lee's back from the dead, technically.
I'm gonna need more context on that, because I'm sorry,
So, for LA Comic-Con, I'm not sure when that happened or it has passed, they made holograms of Stan Lee for a fee. It's not free. For a fee, you could take photos and have conversations with Stan Lee.
I'm gonna need a drink of water to, like, let that sink in.
Yes, drink your non-sponsored water.
Non-sponsored Poland Spring.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. At all. Let the man rest in peace after. I don't know.
Permission from... I was gonna say permission from the family. Did they get permission to do that?
I hope so. But
I would hope.
Even so, having permission for the family, it feels like a cash grab.
It does.
Like,
I don't think it's nice.
You're still milking this man after he died.
I agree with you. I don't.
You
like
should let
that.
this man rest in peace, because I don't know if you saw the documentary. Like, apparently a lot of, like, shady crap has been happening with Stan Lee and that whole situation with Marvel and stuff.
Oh, that's heartbreaking to know.
And then me finding out you're using a hologram and you have to pay to take a picture and talk to him. It feels like it's just a quick cash grab, just using his face and voice.
That's
an AI version of Stan Lee.
That's actually really disheartening to know.
That's really... I'm sorry, I don't want to curse. It's really sad.
That is. That actually is
like,
really
sad.
sad.
Please leave this man alone and rest in peace.
Let him... Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
And I hope this is not in New York Comic Con, because I will ignore it. I will walk past it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I agree. Because I did meet Stan Lee.
Oh, you got the chance to do
I got the chance to twice.
Well, good for you. I haven't had one.
In New York Comic Con. I know a friend that he got, like, a letter thing from him.
That's really cool.
It was cool that to meet him and have a conversation with him for, like, a good 2, 3, 4, 3 at least minutes.
Yeah.
But me knowing what I know now from the documentary and this, I'm like, please leave that. It's like, imagine having a family member that recently passed, and for a quick cash grab, your family agrees to make a hologram AI of them just to get a quick buck. I don't like that feeling at all.
That's honestly, can I just say, that's awful.
Someone should have said no.
I agree with you, because at the end of the day, like, this man is no longer here to give, like, actual consent, and the fact that you're doing, it's such a cash grab. I don't like that at all.
I don't like it at all.
So
I don't want to see videos. I don't want to see pictures. Sad to say, I might run into it, because social media, since I like Marvel, it's bound to be in my...
somehow gonna pop up.
It's like, oh, I think you might like this. I'm gonna skip it, because that is so sad.
I agree with you. So honestly, like, can I just say, that's just really messed up.
Oh, for sure.
Like, let the man, like, rest in peace.
Let him finally rest in peace. He's been gone for 1, 2 years. Don't quote me, 3. Like, leave him alone. If I would have respected like cameo stuff for like Marvel movies, that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
Like having like a poster or a past video or like an audio thing that he did, I would respect that. But making an AI robot computer version of him just to take photos and talk to people is not really him. And just for
It's
a quick buck,
wrong.
it's wrong.
So to whoever came up with that, first of all, to whoever came up with this idea to begin with,
That's no, it's
yes,
disgusting.
it's wrong. It's messed up.
It's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's so messed up.
Stanley, rest in peace, my guy. I'm so sorry that this is
Absolutely.
happening.
That's so messed up. Gosh, I don't even know.
I'm
if
sorry
I'll-
that it
No,
was that
listen.
topic.
I appreciate knowing about it because that really is like a hard thing to swallow.
Yeah.
So I did want to mention that since we know that for anyone who's a big fan of Stranger Things,
I was not.
she actually originally was not.
Originally was not, yeah. My parents were in shock. They're like, we thought you liked this show this whole entire time because you like Supernatural. Like, oh, let me get into Supernatural some other time. But you like all these
Oh.
other things. You don't like that show? I'm like, at first I didn't. I tried to watch a few, like 1, 2, 3 episodes. And then I was like, yeah, no, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
And I think at the time, people were so overhyping the show too.
Yeah.
In college, I kind of zoned out of trying being in that part of that group for Stranger Things. It was the same thing with that movie, that dancing movie. With there was a girl.
La La Land.
Yes, the fact that you knew which one I was talking about.
Yeah, I know because you mentioned it to me before.
Yes, but La La Land during high school it came out, everyone was talking about it. It was
and
such
it just
a great
didn't
movie.
pique your interest.
And here, like, it didn't pique my interest. And when I finally got to watch it, I was like, what was the hype about?
Yeah, I understand.
So I think the hype ruined that movie for me.
Yeah, I understand that because for me, like, if someone is like overhyping
a
show or a movie or whatever it is, it's gonna kind of turn the person away because it's like, it's being talked about so much. Like, I even can understand for some people who watch like K-pop Demon Hunters, for example. There's some people who just weren't interested in it, and we loved it. Like, we enjoyed
that movie.
But I understand why some people would just be like, okay, this is like being talked about so much, and it's kind of getting irritating. So I understand that mentality. However, I am happy that you did get into it.
Yes, I did finally get into it.
And it's perfect because the reason I'm bringing it up is because we're finally going to be getting in November.
Yes, I'm finally caught up.
I'm
finally caught up. I think that was every time we talked, we're like, okay, we're going to watch this episode. Okay, I think we can make 2 or 3 episodes in a day.
Yeah.
So I was into it finally. So now I'm fully caught up and excited for the new season.
Yeah, like we're really excited because I believe I think it's going to be on the weekend of Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, that's when it's going to be coming out, one part of it, and then you're going to have Christmas and New Year's, the full final parts. Of the final season.
It shows good days because everyone's going to be on vacation. So, like, everyone's going to be able to watch.
And we're so excited, too, because I think even, like, we have, like, a group of friends that we discussed an idea.
Yeah, we're going to make her house look like the Upside Down.
Yeah, we're going to do, like, a cool little watch party for that Thanksgiving weekend and just kind of enjoy the whole vibe of everything.
We're doing themed foods based off the show. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. So I thought that would be something that's kind of fun to bring up. And we'll even do, like, an episode where we can, like, talk about, like, our thoughts and everything. Like, not just that, like, the party itself, too.
Yes. My favorite character of all is 11. She's been knowing that 11 can do nothing wrong in my eyes. She's like,
yes,
like, I adore her. I do like Steve. Steve is your favorite. He's your ride or die.
I'm telling you now, writers of Netflix, y'all need to know from me personally. If something happens to him,
director of Netflix,
you will be hearing from my lawyer. For real, do not do this to me. I love Steve. He is the reason
he's a good character.
Stop. Like, please protect him at all costs. Because I'm telling you now, if something happens to him, I will lose it.
She will lose it entirely. And then I liked Eddie. Eddie was an interesting character. I liked him.
Yeah, Eddie was a really good character.
And my other favorite, Dustin. Okay.
He's so sweet. He's such a cutie pie. I love Dustin.
He's adorable.
So
those are my top favorite characters, and the cop. David Harbour.
Oh yeah, you were talking
Yes.
about Hopper.
Hopper, yes.
The relationship between Hopper and Eleven
Yes.
is
It's
so cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jinx.
We gotta owe each other a soda pop.
Oh, you owe me a water. Can't have soda, but you
Oh,
owe me
you're
water
right, you're
with
right, you're
lemon.
Listen, guys, if she has a soda pop, it's gonna be straight up.
Not like
Just-
that. Oh my gosh, no. I'm not gonna have like a stroke or something if I had a soda.
Oh my goodness. But no, like, yeah, like, I love the dynamic between them. Like, that was one of my favorite, like, relationships throughout. And then I love Joyce and Hopper.
Yes.
Like, their connection is just so amazing.
It's so
like,
cute.
The fact that they were, like, she went to go and, like, find him and everything. It was
Yes, when they went to Russia, right? That's where it was?
Yeah, that,
yes.
Well, first, like, it was Alaska. It was, like, a lot. So much was happening.
Something with Russians, Alaska, that they mixed a lot of that
It was a lot going on. But the show was so good. I really enjoy it. Like, I personally now, like, watching it, I don't think it's overhyped, but I understand people can overhype something and it becomes, like,
Back
too much.
then, it was very overhyped that I just got annoyed hearing about it. Yeah.
And then finally, now that you can, like, kind of watch it and actually, like, enjoy it, brings me so much joy. The fact that we can kind of, like, watch it.
I remember you saying you're watching it like from beginning to end. I had to wait a year for like the other season. Like, you're just watching it straight through.
Yeah,
no
now
problem.
like she can kind of just go through everything, whereas like everything for me was like a wait and a pause, and like it's been forever my wait for this final season to finally be happening, and for you it's a breeze.
My wait was not too long ago. I finished watching it in July, August?
In July, around August time.
My wait was not long.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to the season, of course, and we can't wait to watch it. And we'll definitely keep you guys updated for a future episode. For sure. So to kind of because I'm seeing the time, it's an hour and 10 minutes. What can we add really quick before we head out? Maybe we can talk about like what? New York Comic Con?
Sure, we could talk briefly about it if you want.
Yeah, we'll give like a little quick debrief.
A debrief.
I know we mentioned like we were going to talk more about that.
If anything, in the next episode we could go like full detail about our Comic Con experiences, because we've been there since 2018. Yeah. 17, 18. Don't quote me.
We've been. But, I know you've been longer, but us going together has been since. Yeah.
Me separately, I've been going since like day one because of my parents. So I blame my parents for this addiction. But us two, we've been going ever since we met in college.
Yeah, absolutely. Because for me, I've never gone to like a convention period. It was actually a friend of mine who she was the one who, as a birthday gift, she got me tickets for her and I to go together. Yes. The only cons I've ever gone to have been like conventions, for example, like in Peru. Like when I used to live down there, they had like, for example, they had like one Batman convention, which I thought was really funny.
That sounds cool.
It was really cool. They decorated the whole building and everything. It was like Arkham. It was pretty.
Oh, cool.
I liked it.
I would have vibed in there.
I still have like some fun. I wish I would have took more. Like back then, I wasn't like a phone savvy person.
Well, back then, I think our generation didn't really care about
photos and stuff. Now it's different.
Yeah, it was like living in the moment type of stuff.
And then I went to a horror con before. That was pretty cool.
I want to go to a horror con.
We like. My friend and I, we did like a whole thing where basically at the time, she was like, when I tell you, like, she was like such a sister figure for me. Like, we did like a whole, like, we dressed up. Mm-hmm. Like, we took like old clothes that we had that we didn't really care for, that we were gonna throw out. We made ourselves look legit like zombies. We did a whole thing where that when we went to that horror con, there was a section that was called like The Walking Dead Peru. Mm-hmm. And because they saw how we looked and everything, they had like a Facebook page. I believe there's some connection to like the actual people of The Walking Dead. Ooh. From what I remember. But when they saw us, they were like, hey, can you like get in the cage that we have here?
Did you think like the cast ever saw those posts?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But they asked if we can go in there and that people want to take photos and whatnot. So we got in that little cage. Aww. And we did like scary faces and everything, and kids were like excited taking photos. That was like probably one of my.
How many kids did you scare?
I think I don't remember. I can't even tell you. Yeah. I think most of the kids were just excited and had like more fun with it than anything. So I felt that was a really cool memory because it was just so much fun. And then, like we went to New York Comic Con for the first time. I can't remember if it was 16 or 17 for that year, but we went and we were going to get an autograph from Jason Momoa.
Yes.
So that was like a really cool first experience. Like
Yes.
I went up with my friend. We went up to because I got a medical sticker, like everything due
Yes.
to like my knee. So back then, 2017, like early 2017, I
Yeah.
had like a car accident that
Yeah.
messed up my knee. So I need like the medical pass every time that I go. Sadly, it's for
Yeah.
life.
For her medical pass, we've learned ever since that day that they what's that word definition? They
I'm
I'm
looking
blanking
at
out.
you.
What's that word? I can't English today. But
When
they
you cannot English.
they accommodate.
Oh, accommodate. Okay, cool. I
Yes.
was like, huh?
The letter of the word today is A. But
Accommodate.
accommodate. Yes, they accommodate for people with medical passes, which is really
That's really
great.
nice that New York Comic Con does that
Yeah,
for you, and
because
that's what they did.
you cannot stand on the line for too long or standing still for too
No,
long because of your
I
knee.
can't sit for too long. I can't stand for too long. I gotta like
Yeah.
constantly fluctuate, or else like I feel so much pain. It's awful.
Yeah.
But it was really nice to like we were able to like go enjoy ourselves. Like we were able to get you out of that long line because you were at the end, and we were
Yeah.
able to sneak you in with us because since
we
I
played it
was medical,
we
they
played it
put me
smart.
more to the front so I wouldn't have to wait too long.
Yeah, we played it smart because when we first came to the convention, we didn't come together, so we were separated.
Yeah, I was with my friend that
So,
got me the ticket.
yes. So when they found me, they're like, "Just come with us. We could just fake it." And I'm like, "Okay." So I went
Yeah,
on
just say
her.
you're with us. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Because you
So
technically were. It's not that
I'm
we
technically.
lied or anything. It
Yeah,
was
it's
honesty.
honesty. So technically,
There was no faking.
there was no lie in that. So the only lie we did say was, "Hey, they ran out of stickers, but since we had the medical stickers on our passes, we just mentioned that, oh,
Yeah.
she's with us," and she believed it. Thank God she believed
Yeah,
it.
I think regardless,
Yeah,
you
I
weren't
think
gonna have a problem. I mean, you were
yeah.
still technically quote unquote with us, so I think there was gonna be no issue, no lie or anything like that. So I think
Yeah,
you
it's
were.
just funny the reactions of the people in the line. They
They
had
were really
like
upset.
they wanted to murder me.
I don't think they wanted to like do that. I think maybe like
Jealousy, I don't know, or annoyance because they're at back of the line, and I'm here like.
I think
I
basically
don't
they
know.
just wanted you to step on a Lego. I think that's the safest way we
Yeah.
can. Yeah, that's the safest way we can word that.
I made enemies that day.
You did. So it was overall. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a really fun experience. Like we pretty much
Yeah.
enjoyed ourselves for this
So
year.
so ever since then we go every year.
Yeah.
So we've met a lot of celebrities. So that's why I'm here. So that's why I'm mentioning that. Oh, we should make like a separate episode of just Comic Con because there's a lot
we can go into
to go into that could fit an hour.
It could literally take up a whole hour. Just
Yes.
literally dedicated to nonstop talking about like Comic-Con.
Yes.
But I think the only thing we can mention, if anything, the next episode, if that's the game plan, we can just have a whole episode just nonstop talking about like Comic-Con.
Yeah, the
So,
do's and don'ts if you guys ever want to go to Comic Con, like in general.
what we've experienced, like, different situations that have happened. We can go into all of that for sure.
Of course.
But yeah, we're going to be going this year, and crap, I don't even want to continue talking because I want to save it for that episode. I think that'll be really cool.
Yeah. That'll be the next episode then. The
Yeah.
week before Comic Con.
That will be perfect. And then we can do like
After Comic Con. So we could tell you guys what happened.
well, you know what? Just for you guys, we're going to do a 2-episode Comic-Con special. Sound good?
That sounds good. Yeah.
That sounds really fun.
Part 1 and Part 2. Before and after.
Before and after. So we can go into the before, then the after, and
yeah,
we'll add some other stuff too, so it's not just straight up Comic-Con.
Yeah, so we can still talk about our regular stuff as well.
Yeah. So I think we wrapped up nicely. It's already been like what, an hour and 17 minutes. That's pretty
awesome.
Good. Yeah. So I first and foremost want to thank my co-host here, Sam. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'm glad to like be doing this with you because it's so great to have like, like you could do this by yourself, but it's like it's not the
fun
same
doing it by yourself though.
Yeah, it's just that doesn't hit the same. So to have somebody else, it's so great. And I want to thank anyone who's been supporting us.
Yes, thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
We've gotten lots of support actually, which I wasn't expecting.
I was in shock with all the support. I was like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah, so I'm really grateful for that. We even have a friend who like we told him, please take your time. Do not like rush. Yes, for goodness sake.
I have my childhood friend that she's a music major. Like music is everything for her.
Very talented.
Very talented. Shout out to you.
Yes. We know who you are. You know who you are. You are very talented and you deserve the praise.
I'm so glad that you're my friend, my childhood friend for since second grade.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's so cute.
They've been my friends since second grade, so we practically grew up with each other. So yes, she's gonna make our intro and outro. So that's gonna change soon in the future. Not sure when, because we told her not to rush.
Yeah.
So no rush on these things. I know she's busy. So that's gonna change. Our images are gonna change.
Yeah. But no, seriously, shout out to
Yeah.
her because, and the fact that you guys are childhood friends just makes it so cute.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So, no, for real, like, we want to say, like, thank you to her because she's going to be the
Yeah.
one to help us with that. So, round of
I'm
applause.
so grateful for her. Thank
Woo!
you.
Shout out for
Shout out to
that.
her.
Woo! And we're gonna,
More clothes.
more
Yay!
claps. And we're gonna definitely update the logo and we're gonna keep going with what we've been doing.
I might make it. When if I have time, I might make it.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with a placeholder for right now. We're sorry about
Yeah,
that.
we're sorry, but we're gonna get there.
We're gonna change it. So just so you guys know, you can find us, of course, on Spotify. That's gonna be our main bread and butter, and you can listen into like everything that we have to talk about. And also, you can find us on Instagram. You can look us up, the Spill the Tea and Sam podcast on Instagram. And hopefully I'll be able to then start uploading on YouTube. You're going to have to give me some time on that because my goal will be to start uploading on YouTube. Or who knows, maybe you'll catch us playing some fun games and cool stuff.
Yeah, this could branch out to a bunch of different things.
Yeah, so just give us some time because we just started and we want to keep things just audio, just a personal preference of ours.
Yeah.
Because we like to talk. We
just like to talk.
But give us some time. You never know where this can go. And we're just so far so grateful for the many support and family, friends that have been very loving to us.
Yes, we love them. Thank you.
Sending love.
Sending love.
So, yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be the end for this episode.
Yeah.
And we're really grateful for you guys who have been listening in, and we can't wait for the next episode.
Very grateful.
So, yeah, you know what I realized we're missing?
What are we missing?
We're missing the outro.
Oh, that's right. Bye.
Bye.